What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. I'm your host, Anton Daniels. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, friends and family? How y'all feeling today? Slimmy. Broski. Man, Slimmy know what I'm talking about. Man. What's up, family? How y'all feeling? Nope, not from London, Manchester specifically. Live from Manchester and the United Kingdom. Slim. All right, let me give y'all some insight, right? Let me give y'all some insight on what it's like here so far. Because I literally just landed this morning. So right now it is 10:48 a.m. Eastern. So back home it's 10:48 a.m. Eastern. And here it is 5 hours ahead of time. So it's 3:48, right? So this is the Eastern. And this is the time that it is here. This one always adjusts. To wherever I'm at. So this 3:49 p.m. here. And it's 10:49 a.m. where I'm usually at. All right. So I usually always keep the phones like it is. So I'm 5 hours ahead of time here, which doesn't affect me at all. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. 7.5 hour flight from Detroit to Amsterdam, hour and a half layover, hour and 20 minutes flight from Amsterdam over here to Manchester. So, and then we get right to it. So as soon as I get here, hit the streets. I'm out and about, seeing what's going on. Just literally checked into my hotel 30 minutes ago. Nah. Actually, I had to check in to 3 different rooms. So like 25, 30 minutes ago, and then I set up. And so here we are. We live streaming. Because you can't check in till 3 p.m., which is 10 a.m. my time. And then you get the live stream popping right after that. So yeah, man, I'm not when I was here, you know, because I landed a little bit earlier. I landed like 5 hours before I was able to check in. So I'm hitting the streets and then I do a little bit of work on my laptop and I could feel myself drifting a little bit. All right. I was drifting. And what I mean by drifting is I worked on the plane the entire time. And then when I tried to go to sleep, I couldn't really go to sleep for whatever reason. I just couldn't go to sleep. I don't know if it was because I was on a plane. I don't know if it was my body. So usually if I can't go to sleep, I'm going to just go back and get to work because I'm not just going to sit up for no reason. So I got back to work. So I'm literally operating with no sleep. No sleep whatsoever. I went to sleep. Last time I went to sleep was after Tuesday night's live stream. I slept for about 3-4 hours and Tuesday night live stream. So then I get here and I'm chilling. I'm drifting a little bit. I'm in the streets. And let me tell y'all what the streets is like here. It's kind of like New York. It's kind of like New York. It's like gritty, but it's people everywhere, and it's a lot of culture. It's a lot of bars and stuff all over. Um, so it's pretty interesting. I got out to be able to explore a little bit. Everybody was out and about, all in the streets all day. And I'm like, man, it's kind of crazy here. So it's kind of remind me of New York a little bit. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna be out here for a little bit, but I can't wait to get back home. And let me tell you how I was able to rejuvenate myself. So I'm chilling and I'm checking into the rooms, and we all here or whatever. And it's a really nice room too. I'll give y'all the tour. I got my meta glasses with me, so I'm gonna give y'all the tour. And the Patreon, because I'm vlogging the whole time that I'm gonna be here. So I got my Gen 2s with me, so I give y'all the tour from that first person view, and had a regular vlog camera. So I'm chilling, I'm checking in, and I get a text message. And my guy texts me, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm drifting, and I see his name, and I already know what he said to me. I already know what he said to me. He said, Anton, your car is here. And he sent me a picture of them unwrapping it, and then they put it on the lifts to get all of the stuff off of it. And I know I said I wasn't going to show it no more. But I got to show y'all. I was liable to jump right back on that plane and head straight back to the crib. You see the white outlining all around it, the white outlining and stuff. Oh my gosh. He said, your car here. Whenever you get back, and it's the exact one I ordered. It's so tripped out to see it on here. Cause in the app, it's so crazy, bro. So this is what it looked like in the app, right? When I ordered it. And then when it came in, and that's what it looked like when it came in. And I was like, you know what? As soon as I seen it, I'm not changing the color. We handpicked that color. Me and Leslie, me and my daughter, we sat there for like an hour. We went into the Lamborghini dealership. We selected everything. We did every panel, every mirror, interior, exterior, lining. We picked every color, right? And so when I for whatever reason, immediately, literally immediately, my energy spiked. Immediately my energy spiked. And so it's like jolt to energy. It's like I just woke up from a nap. It's like I just woke up from a nap. So as soon as I got that text message and I looked at that car, and I was like, motivation. Motivation. I don't know where y'all find y'all motivation at. I don't know what motivates y'all, what pushes y'all to get to the next level. I don't know, OG. But for me, it's cars. I love cars. I love cars. And I would suspect that for most guys, it's probably the same. Like, we just love cars. We just love cars. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna take a nap. So I'm gonna take a nap after the live stream, and then we gonna get back up because I gotta prepare for. I gotta do some videos, and then I gotta prepare for the night. So it's gonna be interesting. What did y'all think about the show yesterday? What did y'all think about the show yesterday? The Q show on Wednesday night, the Wednesday night show. You know what? Only morale. You know what's so interesting? I don't bring no watches with me when I go overseas. Like, anytime that I fly to a different country, I'm just straight Apple watching it. I Apple watch it up. You said I was missed, Mimi, but we still keep a bag though. Let's be clear. we we may not bring no Rolexes with us, but I'm still rubber band man. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna keep some racks on us. That's for sure. Gotta get my gotta control shampoo because the shot he said was wild. Yeah, I keep the expensive stuff at home, but I still keep some bricks with me. Still keep a couple bricks with me everywhere I go. If I go overseas, I got to keep some bricks with me. So, but other than that, I leave the Apple Watch at home. I be chilling. I be slow motion, man. So, anyways, all right, y'all ready to get started with the show? I can't wait to get home and pick up this car, bro. Ryan the Bike Life says, what do you think? What did you do to Kwame Brown? He made 100+ videos about you. Good. I'm cool with it. Bro, listen. This internet shit is so WWE, bro. It's so WWE. I'm so focused on the bag. I'm so focused on winning. I'm so focused on running it up. I don't even pay attention to what these people is doing, bro. If you hadn't said it, I wouldn't even have known about it. It really don't mean nothing to me. What time is it where I'm at? 4 p.m. I'm so focused on winning. I'm man, my life is so good, bro. I live. Me and Slimmy was talking, and we was just talking about the dreams that we had when we was younger and how we get to live that junk out in real life. Like, I really do get to live it out in real life. I don't have no complaints. We make all the money. The ladies love us. We go where we want to go. We travel where we want to travel. We ain't got no felonies. We ain't never been to jail. We ain't never been to prison. We alive. We breathing. Kid, married, cars, cribs everywhere, condos, high rises, penthouses, cribs in the suburbs. Spend winters wherever we want. Man, what else could you ask for? Like, honestly. This is the cars is the cherry on top. We accomplished every single dream. Every dream that we ever dreamed of when we was younger, we did it. Kids' college is paid for. They got a home. Everybody straight. Everybody taken care of. What else is there to complain about? I have no complaints whatsoever. Okay, so what? So some random people, a former number one pick in the NBA, is talking negatively about you. You know, I can think of about 1 million worst things that could ever happen. I don't even look at that as the worst thing. I look at that as a benefit. Like, keep me in the algorithm. It's people out here that are starving. It's people that ain't got no home. It's people that ain't got no place to go. Every time I pass through, I make sure I tap to the streets and stuff. It's people that really are suffering. It's people with cancer. Man, you think man, I am blessed. If I'm complaining about some little small stuff like that, that's minuscule, man. God is the greatest, bro. God is the greatest. If it was all gone, tomorrow, right? God forbid, if the asteroid came and hit Earth, and we all was gone tomorrow, I lived it up. That's how I look at it. If the asteroid hit Earth and it was all up tomorrow, I left it all on the floor. I didn't leave nothing to chance. I had a ball. I don't have no complaints. I'm super blessed, bro. Pistons beat the dog stank out of Orlando yesterday. Everybody was predicting their downfall. They was like, all right, hold on, give me a second. They went on the 30-3 run, called it a day. I ain't got no complaints. We sit courtside, or we can go in the suite. I got access to the suite, or I can sit courtside. I can buy literally anything my heart desires. He said, I never see you YouTube, but for 5 minutes, you've only talked about money. Are you happy without money? I don't know. I don't plan on ever being without it. That's not the name of my life. That's not my life, dog. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. That ain't my life, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I'm gonna be happy without money, because I ain't gonna never not have money. So it's a difference for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to think about that. That's not a thing for me. I got bad habits. I got old habits. You know what I'm saying? My bad habits is, no matter how much money I make, I always keep bricks on me, because this is what we used to do when we was younger. We used to take the hundreds and we will wrap the ones. We will wrap the ones under 100. We would have like $200, but it will be one $100 bill and a bunch of ones. And we would say, this is me when I get older. You know what I'm saying? We was looking at the D boys. They was driving the 96 Impalas. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to feel like. That's not my life. This is not my, that's not, I don't know. I don't know what that's going to feel like. That's not my story. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm about. I don't know nothing about this. I pray that my daughter never know what that feel like, to be sitting there talking to a dude talking about, I'm gonna get it together, right? I don't know nothing about that. That's not my life, dog. It's a bad question to ask. You know what's so interesting about that though, chat? And we're gonna go ahead and get started with the show, because we got a lot to cover today. You know what's so interesting about that? How come they don't ever ask white people that? How come they don't ever ask white people that? Just a question. Why is it that we as black people, or somebody that come from nothing, why we got to stay on nothing? Have y'all thought about that for a minute? Why is it that you never hear them ask somebody else, that got everything or people that didn't have wealth for a long time, how come they never ask them, hey, how happy are you without money? That's always a us thing. They always trying to humble you. They always want you to be dusty. I don't do nothing but pray blessings on everybody else. I make sure that everybody get paid. I don't owe nobody nothing. You ain't never heard nobody say Anton finesse me out of $1. And then they want to question you. You work your butt off. I just told you I've been up for 48 hours, hustling, grinding, catching flights, taking care of business. And then they want you to humble you. But what are you without money? Well, hopefully that's not the thing that we got to figure out. Why is that a thing amongst us? Why we got to be poor? Why we got to, but you better not ever leave the hood. What is that? What does that mean? What is this? What is this poverty duress mindset that people want you to? It's like somebody said to me, you wasn't like that 10 years ago. I know, I was 34. I'm 44 now. I'm supposed to be different. Hopefully I'm different at 45 than 44. I'm still getting it out of my system. It's going to take me 20. I need a 20-year out of my system run before I get used to this. I'm just going to be I'm not used to it yet. I'm still look, this is what I got on my nightstand. I brought this with me. I brought this with me, and this is what I'm looking at on my night. This is cars. That's what I like. That's what's on the desk. I put it right there for that. I set that up because I like to manifest. It's going to take me, give me 20 to 25 years, and then I'm going to say, you know what? This is old money. Nigga, I'm a first generation millionaire. What you talking about? I'm a first generation millionaire. Ancestors was over here getting their backs beat in, was getting whipped. We get a little bit of money and then somebody want to humble us and say, hey man, but what are you without money? Man, okay, well give me a second and let me figure it out with money. And then I'm gonna tell you what it was like in 2008. Because I done told that story 1,000 times. I done already told you what it was like living in my mama's basement, moving back in my mama's basement, getting my cars repossessed, and having a newborn baby at the same time. How many poverty stories do you want us to deal with? Can we unpoverty ourselves? Can we get over that now? How many times do we got to be broke? I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. What about, hey man, I'm happy for, let me tell you what Slimmy said. I said Slimmy is one of the only guys that I sent the picture to, right? I sent it to Slim. You know what Slim said? This is me. I mean, let me show you what the real ones are. This is how you know you got real ones on your team. And this is why you always want your homies to be successful too. I sent it to Slimmy, and Slimmy says, let's effing go. He said, and we dreamed of days like this. Salute to you, bro. Keep grinding and being great. I said, I can't wait to get back home. He said, I feel you hitting the Rome. That color is. Can we celebrate with each other? Can we enjoy life with each other? When your bros is happy for you, when you happy, when your bros is winning too. That's the type of people that I put myself around, bro. You just be happy for you. They don't ask for nothing. He don't want nothing. He ain't said, hey man, he ain't never say put me on. I had to beg Slimmy just to get on the panel. I'm not used. I don't experience this type of life until I get on the internet. And then people, some random with no profile picture that got a snake in his profile picture will hit you with the, hey man, but what are you without money? You see my hotel rooms? It's my hotel rooms. See the table? It's all kind of spreads and stuff in here. See all of this, bro? See all of this old money? I like old money now. I ain't even know no new money no more. I like that old money. I like that. You got to go into a different room to go to do the different room, and then you got to go to the other Zoom to go to the other room. I don't want to get in a hotel room unless it got a living room in it. I like the extra chandeliers and stuff. Historic. I don't want to do nothing dusty no more, man. I work too hard for that. Why we got to keep being dusty? They want to humble you though. What are you without money though? What are you this? What are you that? Nah, we done with that day. We done with them days, bro. We not doing none of that. No more humble. We not doing no humble life. We not doing none of that. We over that. So God bless y'all. Good luck with that. I hope that suits you well. Keep on talking that poverty talk with all of your friends and stuff. I don't want to live that life no more. I'm done with that. So if y'all ready to get this money, if y'all ready to run it up, because I'm not a gatekeeper either. So I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. I give y'all the blueprint. Now, it's some people that take it and they just be like, all right, well, I'm gonna do it exactly the way. They don't put their own spin on it. They don't do none of that. It's some dusties out here, but we filter through that and we get through it and we get to the money. All right. So if y'all want to rock out, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Go get that, man. Go get it. As soon as I get some rest, we can do Patreon and we can get into popping. All right. Just send your car a bag. Your car just got a bag. All right. Let's get to it. All right. What we talking about? We got a lot to cover today. I almost want to go in reverse. I want to talk about a bunch of different stuff. I think we should start here. Hold on. I need to start in Detroit. I got an appointment to go into the Hudson's building. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about, y'all. So I wanna get to this. I gotta get to the Philly robbery, and then I gotta get to this Detroit triple shooting. We're gonna start with those two first. Hold on. We got so much to cover. Detroit triple shooting. All right, so I want to show y'all the first report, and then I'm gonna show y'all the report afterwards. All right, let me share my screen with y'all. I didn't got my regular equipment because I'm in a whole nother space. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Who is this?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Who you looking for?
Hi, my name is Monica. I am calling from the Senior Resource Center about the benefit card we mailed you on the new state regulated plan that helps with outstanding final expenses in the final expense plan.
Who did you mail it? Who did you mail it to?
Have you received it?
Who did you mail it to?
Actually, we have your number listed for a callback here. I'm following up on the offer that allows early access to up to 90% of the available amount.
Who did you mail it to?
Added low premium benefits.
Who did you mail it to, man?
It works well for people on limited or fixed income.
Who did you mail it?
Including Social Security and disability. And most do qualify. So may I confirm your age, please?
Well, who are you talking to? Who did you call?
Yes, I had your number marked here for a callback. Can you please tell me how old you are?
How old are you?
I understand your concern, but I only need some basic information here. Can you please tell me how old you are?
This AI is getting good. How old are you?
I think we should discuss this some other time. Have a good day.
This AI is getting good, y'all. It's getting good. Anyways, you know what? On that note, let me read some of these super chats and cash apps, and then we're gonna get to the show. AD, you have to speak real English since you in the UK. No American. Nah, Eric Harris, I'm American. I met this when I was down in the lobby, and the family was out doing a little bit of shopping this morning. It was this black girl. I didn't know it was this many black people over here like that. It was this black girl. She had this UK accent. She said, I can tell she was probably like 29 or something like that. She's kind of cute. She said, I can tell your accent. She said, I can tell your accent. I said, what's my accent? She said, are you not from here? You must be from America. I said, yes. She said, I love the United States. I can't wait to visit one day. She said, what do you do? I said, listen, you asking way too many questions. I'm here with my family. I don't want you to get me in trouble now. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get me in trouble on day one? You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what I'm about to go home to yet. I
Hello.
Hey, what did you think about the server's accent this morning? The little black girl.
Oh, she was cute. Her accent was cute too.
Yeah. What time y'all getting back?
I don't think we leave, but I think they coming here.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna call you back. Nigga, I don't lie. I don't lie. What I gotta lie for? About a chick's accent and a chick that I met downstairs? What I gotta lie for? Y'all so used to lying. You're so used to fibbing and trying to make sure that you stay out of trouble. I don't have to lie. Ever. Every story that y'all hear from me, it's gonna be 100% on. All right. Anyways, let me see. Josh McLean says, morning to the chasers. Time dog. Yo, Anton, I just learned what capital gains taxes are used for and the logic behind why they exist. Is it possible for them to ever be removed at some point? Yeah, if you reach out to your legislator. Reach out to your legislator. Long Way ENT says happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Long Way ENT, and your son. Your son got the same birthday as you? It's crazy. New Culture Empire says that's why they really mad. Talk your ish, homie. It's for motivational purposes only. Mr. C. Morgan says, AD, can you speak more about the Trump administration bailout for Spirit? I'm not familiar with a bailout, but if y'all got the article, send it to me. I ain't saying that. 96 Michael says, how's my home city treating you, AD? Avoid going to Moside, Gordon, Cheatham Hill, and Longsight, and you should be good. I'd recommend checking out Salford, Quays, Northern Quarter, and Deansgate. I don't know. I'll just be exploring, trying to figure it out. What up, R. Stanford? I like that. I like the way you looking in that. Says, how can someone be happy without money? If the world was free and we didn't have to pay for anything, we the humans would still be happy. We humans are selfish. Interesting. Jason M. Rush says, here's 10 towards your next hundo, big dog. Appreciate the game and the knowledge you share with us. Hope you got another 50 years of hustle ahead. Man, I'm just excited about life, and I appreciate you, Jason. Make sure y'all tune in the room 9 tonight. Jesse V. Royalty says, preach. And my young Dolph voice. New Culture Empire says that Lambo is fire. I just want to pick next to it. Nah, you should want your own. Wesley Turner says, AD, you know about the SPLC situation? What's that? Cuddy says, don't let the Dusties get you. Oh, I can't get upset. We are our own worst enemy, and if you do too well, there's always a conspiracy out there. Congrats on the whip. Thank you, my friend. I ain't even picked it up yet. Whip Janice, and I said I wasn't gonna mention them. Okay, I'm done mentioning. I ain't talking about it no more. Whip Janice says, your words of wisdom I have held on to like an anchor as the trials come. Thank you. I got you, Janice. We're gonna get through it together. Slide on the other side. 93 TJ Fresh. This is my birthday present to me. Anton, aspiring SWE in a court system, working with real data, building Python automation validation tools. Would love to connect. Send me an email. Jamani says, be careful with these new scam calls. Some people are implementing voice recorders so they can use your voice for voice verifications and act like they're you. It's too many scams, bro. Just Go Nichelle says, random question, AD, do you recommend deed protection services? All this news about deed fraud on paid off homes is alarming. I ain't never had no deed protection. I don't know what people doing. I'm chilling. I'm on a slow, rigorous climb to get out of debt. It gets easier over time, but is it normal to feel like I'm getting nowhere? No, you should feel like the more you pay off, the more you should feel free. You got to put some milestones in between there to reward yourself so that you don't feel like you're doing it for nothing. Let's head over to Detroit, y'all. Let's get to it.
75. All right. Thank you so much, Allie. Well, new this morning, a gas station clerk who witnessed a shooting that killed 3 people is speaking out to 7 News Detroit about what he witnessed.
It's our top story this half hour. It happened early Sunday morning on Detroit's west side, and police say it all stemmed from a minor car crash.
Now take a look at this gas station surveillance video showing that violence unfold in just a matter of seconds. Shots ring out, claiming the lives of 2 men and a woman.
And this morning, we are bringing you the first-person perspective of the gas station attendant who was working when the chaos erupted.
7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall joins us live from that gas station, breaking down what we know and what the clerk says he witnessed. Ryan?
Well, Kay and Alicia, it is a new twist to a tragic ending. We talked to the gas station clerk who says that he was right there when things escalated quickly. He says he heard 6 or 7 shots ring out. Things escalated, and that is when he dialed 911. Now, according to Detroit police, there was a triple deadly shooting at the Sunoco gas station at the corner of McNichols and Losser Road here on Detroit's west side. DPD says the shooting happened around 3 a.m. early Sunday morning and stemmed from an altercation at the gas station following a crash. Authorities say a woman and 2 men were shot and killed. Family and friends identified 2 of the victims as 25-year-old Trevor Sheeler and his sister Jasmine. Detroit police say they've arrested the person they believe to be the shooter.
Now, y'all see them ran up in his car? Everybody pulled up and ran up in his car and started grabbing on him. Well, guess what? He made him do the Ben 10. They followed him into the gas station because this was the initial report, right? And I didn't report on this because I wanted to get the details. Let me show y'all what happened. What really happened and why the police never charged him.
Good evening, I'm Root Praj. A lot to get to on this day, but first, breaking news. A Wayne County prosecutor announcing no charges against a man who shot and killed 3 people at a Sunoco gas station on Detroit's west side. Fox 2's Jamie Sherrod is live in studio with the latest. Jamie.
Yeah, Ruth, that's right. They say the 22-year-old suspect in connection to that shooting will not be charged. And that's because officials say this was all a case of self-defense. According to police sources, this all happened around 3 a.m. Sunday during an illegal drag racing meetup in Detroit. 2 vehicles collided. We're told one of them, with the 3 victims inside, waved a gun and chased the other vehicle. That vehicle there, the red one, carrying several others, to that gas station you see on your screen. The trio apparently got out and attacked the driver, and that is
what did I okay, so let's start over, y'all. What did I say happens at these car meets where these people don't know how to drive? What did I say happens? Either it's going to be a lot of talk, somebody going to crash into somebody going to crash out, and it's going to result in somebody getting killed. Did I not say that? These takeovers, these races, these meets, whenever you are in proximity of people that can't control themselves, and if they're making bad decisions to even attend or go to these spaces, what makes you think that they're going to keep a sane head if something happens? It's an accident, somebody make a mistake and hit somebody or whatever. So the dude like, all right, cool, forget it. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. Because I was talking to somebody that know about the situation too before the news even caught it. He said, I'm out. They followed him. 2 guys and a girl followed him. He said, hey, stop following me. They followed him. They ran up on him in the gas station. And guess what? They ran up on a person that was a licensed concealed pistol carrier, and he made him do the BN10. Road rage is out. Grabbing the bat out the back of your car, grabbing a crowbar, saying, hey, man, let's knuckle up in the middle of traffic, or I'm going to pull up on you at the gas station. That's out. That's over. Them days is over. Listen, you can't run up on nobody. You can't follow nobody. You can't threaten nobody. You don't know what you getting yourself into. Guess what? He was a licensed pistol holder, and this is what happened.
When a passenger in the suspect's vehicle allegedly used what we are told was a Draco pistol, firing at the 3 victims who later died. The pistol was registered to the shooter, and he is a CPL holder. Now, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office saying in a statement, quote, under Michigan law, a person can use deadly force if they reasonably believe it is necessary to prevent imminent death or serious bodily harm to themselves or others. After a careful review of the facts and evidence, WCPO has determined that the warrant will be denied for insufficient evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the suspect did not act in lawful self-defense and in defense of others. Now,
what does that mean? That means that you followed him. He defended himself. He was a licensed gun holder, right? He stood his ground. And now 3 of y'all gonna have 3 caskets, 3 funerals, 2 guys and a girl, because y'all thought that y'all was tough. This ain't the gram. Toes pointing up. This ain't the gram. And you know what I say? Good. Maybe this is a warning. See, this ain't Chicago, where they try to outlaw all of your guns and the only people that got them is the criminals. This ain't New York. This ain't New York City. This ain't New York. This ain't Los Angeles, where they trying to limit and say gun control. You can't have a gun. No, we encourage guns up here. See, people didn't know that we encourage it the same way that they encourage it down in Texas. And they ran up on the wrong one. And now everybody dead. Everybody dead now. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. You can't run up on nobody. You can't grab them out their car. You can't put your hands on people. They not playing games no more, bro. Ain't nobody playing games. And they not catching charges because it's 100% self-defense. You followed him into the gas station. You was threatening him the whole time when he was trying to get away. Y'all got out and y'all started threatening him and said that y'all killing him. Y'all gonna kill him. Guess what? He feared for his life. And he used the UOP shebang and he put everybody to night-night. Guess what you could have did? Guess what you could have did? You could have stayed home. You could have stayed home. You could have been listening to fight nights, frame fights. You could have been listening to After Hours, the Q show, laid up with some girl that got some good box, having a good time, ordering some carry out. You could have been chilling, slow motion, watching movies, laying up in some box, having boxolitis. But you know what you wanted to do? Run up on a dude that you don't know, and you didn't know that he knew that you didn't know. But now you know. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Now you know. Mess around and find out. Everybody not playing the same games that y'all playing. Everybody not having a good time with this. Everybody not feeling comfortable. Guess what? We all carrying, all of us. Man, listen, I'm so cautious. When I got over here to Manchester, Leslie said, she said, Dad, did you get a car? Nope. Never. Do you know I never get a car when I go to another country? I'm always Ubering it up. Always. You know why? Because I don't know their laws. The car, the steering wheel is already on the other side of the car. The steering wheel is already on the other side of the car. I don't know their laws. I want to have a good time. I'm expecting to go out here and party because I do want to go out here and party. They say that this is a party city. And guess what? I don't have to worry about crashing, drinking and driving, parking a car, paying for parking, none of that stuff. I'm chilling. They already said they like my accent. I like your accent. I like your accent. I said, My wife will be back in a minute. Oh, no worries, Mr. Daniels. I'll be here all day. I said, listen, you know I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. As expected. Let's see. I don't know what all of these digits is. What's all these digits, though? I don't need to be showing y'all this part. Cover that up. I don't know what all of these are. What's all these digits? What's all these numbers? I don't know the number code. I don't know how to use the number code. I don't know how to do none of that. I said, hey, man, I ain't got time for this. Just call me if you need something. All right. Okay. All right. Then Rita comes in. Hey, babe, you want some hot chocolate? Yeah. This is my new London friend. I mean, my new Manchester friend. Oh, what's going on? Your accent is so cute. So yeah, that's crazy. It's just crazy accent. Cute, ain't it? Accent is crazy out here in these streets. I ain't never really talked to a Manchester chick out here and after hours. But, you know, we from Detroit. We good everywhere. No matter where we go, we good. No matter what. No matter where we go, we good. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Don't get caught doing the BNTN. That's the moral of that story. Let me see what else is going on. Algorithm. He said, Anton, what's on 7 Mile and Gratiot? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I seen that, and I couldn't tell you what's on 7 Mile and Gratiot. You know what's on 7 Mile and Gratiot? The east side. You know where west side dudes don't be at? On the east side. A lot of people don't know. Detroit is segregated. And I ain't talking about black and white. I'm talking about east side and west side dudes. East side chicks and west side chicks is two different breed of people. It's like the South versus the West Coast. The East Side, and shout out to the East Side dudes. I rock with all of the East Side dudes too. They some cool dudes. The East Side of Detroit is different than the West Side of Detroit. It's two different places. Trust me. Guess where I'm not gonna be at 7 Mile and Gratiot. You're not gonna see the blue Lambo on 7 Mile and Gratiot, nigga. Now I can tell you what's on 7 Mile in Livernois. I can tell you what's on 7 Mile in Wyoming, 7 Mile in Schaefer, 7 Mile in Evergreen, 7 Mile in Woodward. I can tell you what's 7 Mile in Southfield Freeway. I can tell you all of that. But when I ain't down in Gratiot, you on your own, dog. You on your own. You on your own. Listen, let me tell you what the difference is. For all of you out-of-towners that may know a couple Detroit rappers. East Side is Peasy, Babyface Ray, those type of dudes. West Side is Payroll Giovanni, right? Payroll, that type dudes. So it's just two different. Everybody cool, everybody straight. It's just two different types of people. You know what I'm saying? It's a different thing. It's just different, bro. It seriously is different. I got shot on Gratiot. Crazy person threw a brick through my windshield on Gratiot. Gratiot is a death. No, it's not. It's not. It depends on what part of Gratiot you on. Let me read some of these cash apps. I want to shout out to people that hold me down. I want to say shout out to Mike That Dude. Shout out Mike That Dude, man. I appreciate you, Mike That Dude, man. Thank you for holding me down. Rand Wilson says, congrats on the lamb. Can we get a crypto Patreon? Y'all want to do a crypto Patreon? I already got another Patreon lined up for y'all. It's I got a stock club lined up. I got a video lined up, and then I have a content creator one, a mastermind. So Rock says the white people live downtown. White people live everywhere in Detroit. They in the east side. Let me tell you something, bro. Detroit is one of the blackest cities in America as far as the ratio of black to white. But pepper is everywhere, but salt is sprinkled in, bro. Salt, sugar is everywhere, man. It's downtown, it's east side, it's west side. They everywhere, man. They rich, they poor, they got middle class, they moving in. White people are moving in Detroit in droves. In droves. It is so many white people that continue to move in, and they've been moving in for like well over 10 years, bro. They everywhere. And they love moving into an area that's lower cost. Hey, listen, we're fixing up the house. And yeah, man, it's businesses are all coming up and down the boulevard. It's crazy. I just walked right over to the taco truck. Oh man, cost of living is way low. I love it. You know, we know all of our neighbors. We're cutting the grass, all of that stuff. They be in. They in here, bro. They in here. I'm telling you the truth. When we get back, David, prompting wars is up. This is how we gonna do it, though. I don't want y'all to show y'all prompts. I just want y'all to show the results. So I'm putting it together to where the request is gonna be, hey, create this or duplicate this, or maybe I show an app or a picture or something or whatever, a video, and then I want people to work on that. And it's gonna be a time limit. And I don't want you to show the prompt. I just want you to show the results. They are the ones that's buying and renovating houses in the city. That's a fact. All right. Let me see what else. I wanted to talk about another story too. What was the other story that I said that I was going to talk about? It was local, or did I not mention it? I said the Detroit gunman. It's a female cop that said some racist stuff. Have y'all heard about that?
This officer is under investigation after she posted a racist rant on social media.
The police department confirms Officer Ashley Gonzalez has been relieved of duty. A warning here, the video, it is disturbing, and we are only sharing just a portion of it.
Megan Reyna live downtown with the backlash from the community as well as the police department. Megan?
Yeah, well, the community is obviously very upset, but my sources with Houston police tell me that her fellow officers are deeply disturbed. Now, right now, Gonzalez is suspended of her duties. She has to stay at home with no badge, no gun, as police here fully investigate.
The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I hate.
This is video of what police say appears to be their officer, Ashley Gonzalez, going on a racist rant. The Instagram post was clipped and shared by community activist Dr. Candace Matthews Monday night. The officer is heard saying a racial slur at least 25 times. Since the post has gone viral, Gonzalez has been relieved of duty.
Also from Houston, Ashley Gonzalez.
Sources with Houston police tell us Gonzalez graduated from the academy in January of 2024. And in the social media video, references being in the Marines.
I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps.
The president of the Houston chapter of the NAACP, Bishop James Dixon, says he was shocked when he saw the video.
That's a sick mindset, and it's violence waiting to happen.
According to the Houston Police Department's general order, officers must comply with the code of ethics that mentions acting without prejudices. And they have a social media policy that prohibits them from posting anything that would harm the reputation of the department or city.
All right, before we get to her, let's talk about this social media policy that very rarely any of you guys actually read. All right. The social media policy that most of you guys do not read. You do not read it. I don't think you care about it. You really just sign off, initial it, and then you keep it moving. You sign off, you initial it, and then you keep it moving. Anything you say or do on social media can be used against you on your job. I was vigilant. I was careful. I was very, very mindful. When I went back into corporate America, first before I retired from corporate America, I was very, very careful on what I said. After I retired on corporate America, I turned up. When I went back into corporate America, I let them know. I said, listen, I'm a social media personality. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. And they said, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I said, bet. I never updated my LinkedIn. I never told y'all where I worked. Anytime that I vlogged, I only vlogged by a window, whatever it is that was going on. And I'm not just talking about people that you don't like or whatever. Some of y'all want to give y'all political views. Some of y'all want to be very talkative about certain things. You are basically throwing yourself under the bus by making your thoughts known and clear. If you have a regular job and you can't afford to lose your regular job, your first line of defense is to protect the bag. Stop setting your phone up in your car so that you can record and let the world know and then post it on the internet and go viral so that somebody else can try to clip it up and then send it to your supervisor. Don't be dumb. All right? Don't be dumb. Most jobs have a social media policy nowadays.
From posting anything that would harm the reputation of the department or city.
Let's start a dialogue and let's re-engage officers as to how we see people in this very diverse community that we live in.
The HPOU president, Douglas Griffith, said in his statement, quote, "In no way does the HPOU or its leadership condone or tolerate racist behavior from any of our officers," end quote. District 8 Councilwoman Amy Peck, who oversees the Public Safety Committee, says she understands the concerns over how this officer may have acted while off duty.
We have many safety measures in place to make sure that if something like this happens, that they will be held accountable and we can go back and look at all of these cases.
One of those safety measures is an independent oversight committee for the police department that's by City Council. Now, Councilman Peck told me that they're going to wait until police here finish their investigation before they think about starting an investigation of their own. Meanwhile,
this girl right here loves some tortas. She loves going to the after hour spot. Baby girl, you know you're a woman, right? And you know, as a part of being a woman, that people are going to pay attention to your looks. Now, I understand you stepping out, you making sure that you look, you dressing appropriately and you got all of your stuff done. But the fact of the matter is, they also look at that face. They look at that neck. They look at them cheeks. They look at them arms. Why do I know this? Because I am a man. They look at it all. They look at it all, man. Got to stop scarfing it down. You want to level up like Mugo? You want to level up like Mugo? Then you're going to have to act like Mugo did. All right? Here's the fact of the matter, right? Because I haven't seen a video of the expletives because it doesn't serve me. It's not going to add no more value to this situation or whatever. But here's a skinny. All right? Aside from the fact that you got to be careful where you go, you got to be careful where you move and all of that stuff. Here's a skinny, right? First of all, I like it to hear people talk like this. It's not a bad thing. The reason why it's not a bad thing is because you actually get to hear what they really think instead of what they present you, right? Because you want to get the bad apples out. You want to get them out of your circle. You don't want them as a part of the police department. You don't want them putting you at odds. And so you got to get the bad apples out. That's number one. I don't know why y'all so gung-ho on trying to prevent people from saying what they want to say. No. And they don't even be your friend. They don't be your homie. They don't be none of that. You just be so gung-ho. Don't say it. Don't think. Say it so I can know where your mind is at. Why you keep telling people not to say stuff? Say it so we can know what's happening. Let them say what they want to say. Y'all always want to muffle somebody. Don't muffle them. Let them get it off. We want to hear what they got to say. So she's sitting at home now. No gun, no badge, no pay, no nothing. And she went viral on the internet. What possesses y'all to pick up a phone, set it on a stand? You pick up a phone and you set it on a stand. Once you set it on the stand, you hit record. Once you hit record, you go back and you watch the video. You watch the video, you realize you said some crazy stuff, but you push past it anyway. Then that's when you put it in your book bag, and then you put it inside of the storage bin at the top, and then you go from there. So dumb. And then y'all want to get mad at the social media companies. They should protect us from ourselves. You're a fool. You're a straight up fool. You're an idiot. So dumb. So now, this stupid chick, let me see if I can find some of the stuff she was saying. I probably don't need to. But you know, you go to X and X have all of it. I don't even want to play it, to be honest with you. It says she was repeatedly dropping the N-word, called black people chimps, and declaring "I hate N-words," while bragging that she used a black suspect during an arrest. While bragging, she used it on a black suspect during an arrest, and saying it left her feeling at peace. She learned this lifestyle, and she's not the only one in her circle that's talking like this. I'll tell you that right now. Whoever she is and whatever she got going on, this is not the first rodeo. This is not something that, you know, is new to her. She is used to doing this. She cursed, and she been using these words, and it just comes out like blah, blah. And she been getting away with it for so long that's when she then was like, well, I guess I'll try it out in the world. She been using this for a long time. This isn't nothing new. She been getting away with it. She probably said it to y'all while y'all having boxolitis, and you see it through. This isn't the first time that she said it. All right. The only thing that y'all need to be concerned about is who the next sucker that's going to take care of her, and then blame it on the system as to why she got fired. What you mean where I'm at? Love D. Williams? Where am I supposed to be at? Love D. Williams came in hot. She said, where you at? Where you at? Read your social media policy at your job. Learn what you can and can't do. And understand that they can change the social media policy at any time. Anytime they can change it. 100% she can change it. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. I want to get into so much to get into. We got to get into the politics. T-Mac says, what up, AD? The SPLC Southern Poverty Law Center, a group of blackity blacks, was caught paying cash payments to white supremacist group for the fake hate crimes to be staged. All backed by Democrat donors. Who told you this, T-Mac? I'd be curious as to who told you that. Anthony Weston says, I don't think they know how much of a troll you are, gang. Well, they should be able to get that. Mr. Law says, in college, I had a girlfriend that stayed in Coney Gardens. Oh, man, he was crazy, bro. All of them chicks is crazy. Yas Kid says, West Side think they better than the East Side. No, I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is. I just think that West Side dudes is more focused on the money and the lifestyle. East Side guys is more focused on a set. If that make any sense. I ain't even snort today, I don't think. Y'all want to talk about Cash Patel first? All right, let's talk about Cash. Cash. Talking cash money for the 99 and the 2000s. Why don't older people have their concerts and stuff together and they stuff together? I was just looking at something real quick. Hold on one second. All right, Cash in the building. This is what's going on with Cash, y'all. Really briefly.
I do want to give you an opportunity to respond directly to the allegations in the Atlantic article that your unexplained absences created a national security risk. And beyond that, can you say definitively that you have not been intoxicated or absent during your tenure as FBI director?
I can say unequivocally that I never listen to the fake news mafia. And as when they get louder, it just means I'm doing my job. This FBI director has been on the job twice as many days as every director before me. What that means is I've taken half as many days off as those before me. What that means is I've...
Do you know that when somebody starts talking about themselves in third person, you're in trouble? You know what that means? This FBI director hasn't taken days off. He's taken less than half of what my predecessor's taken. That's how you know bro about to cook. You know it's your day. You know it's your day. When they start referring to themselves as a separate entity, like they're not the ones that's telling the story, you know, this person right here standing up on this panel, on this podium, guess what? They've lowered crime by 50%.
Taken a third less vacation than those before me. What that means is that this FBI with this Department of Justice has dropped the murder rate 20 points. What that means is this FBI with this Department of Justice has captured 8 of the top 10 most wanted fugitives in the world, twice as many as the Biden administration did in its entire 4 years. What that means is this FBI has seized enough fentanyl off the streets to kill 178 million Americans, a 31% increase. What that means is this FBI and this DOJ has arrested 43% more spies in 14 months than the entirety of the Biden administration. What that means is this FBI has seen a reduction in opiate overdose deaths up to 20% alone. What that means is that we have found 6,300 child victims, 6,300 families have their kids back. That is a 22% increase from the Biden administration. I'm on the job. I'm the first one in. I'm the last one out. I'm like an everyday American who loves his country, loves the sport of hockey, and champions my friends when they raise a gold medal and invite me in to celebrate. I've never been intoxicated on the job, and that is why we filed a $250 million defamation lawsuit. And any one of you that wants to participate, bring it on.
Well, we're not going to skip past that part. Nope, we're not going to skip past that part. We're not going to skip past that $250 million lawsuit part. You know who started this is Trump, right? Trump gave him the blueprint. Trump gave him the blueprint. When Trump didn't like the fact that they had edited Kamala Harris stuff and all of that, Trump was like, no, dog, you're not getting away with that. You're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with that. You're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with that. Nope. Cash is not playing. He said, listen, I done took less time off than any of my predecessors. He said, I'm not drunk on the job. And now that y'all accuse me, because see, listen, the biggest misconception amongst people is that because you are a public figure in any capacity, that you cannot sue somebody for wrong information, for wrongly accusing, for saying something that you did that you didn't do. Just because you're a public figure, that does not limit you from protection from a liar. That is what people don't understand. You being a public figure does not give you permission to do anything that you're not supposed to do when you're not supposed to do it.
See you in court.
Explain the computer login issue. Just explain the computer login issue. You were not able to log into your lawsuit contends that you were not able to log into the system. What did you think after you were unable to log into the system?
Let's have a survey. How many of you people believe that's true? Hang on.
Did you communicate?
You asked the question. Let me answer it.
No, let me.
No.
Did you communicate with anyone that you thought you were fired after you were unable to log into
the problem with you and your report? Don't cut me off. You asked the question.
Straightforward question.
The problem with you and your baseless reporting is that is an absolute lie. It was never said. It never happened. And I will serve in this administration as long as the president and the attorney general want me to do so. And every time you guys report false lies, every time you guys raise baseless questions, when we are here to talk about the Southern Poverty Law Center's $3 million decade-long scheme to fraudulently fleece Americans, you are off topic.
It's a simple, straightforward question. Did you talk to anybody about whether you thought
The
you were
simple answer to your question is you are lying, and every time you do so, I've answered your question. It's simply as follows. I was never locked out of my systems. Anybody who says
your lawsuit says the opposite. Your lawsuit contends.
anyone that says the opposite is lying. Thank you.
The lawsuit that you filed says that directly.
Listen, man, stop. You're being extraordinarily rude.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with these journalists. I don't know what's up with these reporters. They out of pocket. They out of pocket. They don't investigate. You know, I was saying this morning and I thought it was pretty funny. I laugh at myself sometimes. And I said that, do y'all remember when do y'all remember when you used to go into the grocery store and before you got to the checkout line, before you was able to start putting your stuff up, there was a tabloid section in the grocery store, the National Enquirer, all of that type of stuff. There was a tabloid section in the grocery store. Sometimes you would just pick it up and look through it and peek through it. Other times, just keep on going because the alien has 3 heads, but he's really Morgan Freeman. They still there? That is what media has become. It has become an amalgamation of the National Enquirer, Jet Beauty, and then whatever is happening on a local level when it comes to news. That's what journalism has become. That's what content creation has become. Everything is drama. Everything is sensationalized. Everything is ambulance chasing. That's all it is now. Mom used to be a Star paper and sometimes the Enquirer. And it's like the more you read those books, or not even books, those magazines, the worse it got, the more outlandish things became. I believe that that's where they got Men in Black from. Had to be. Probably because keeping the public's attention is so hard right now. Clickbait culture, the hot sheets, tabloids are still in the grocery stores. How are they making money? People still buying the tabloids? Who buying the tabloids? Your grandma? YouTubers is the same way. They don't even have a balance. They don't sprinkle in no positivity whatsoever. They don't say happy birthday. They don't say thank you. They just be talking. Just talking and talking and talking. I didn't know that they were still selling that inside of the whatever. Still getting newspapers? What? I thought that the new tabloids was all of the sassy men that's out here reporting on relationships and stuff. Anyways, make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Shadow Dragon said, you heard about the nuclear and chemical branch chief giving up government secrets for over a severe case of boxelitis? I haven't. You got to send that article to me. Yo, I was on, I think it was Instagram the other day, and I seen a dude jack my whole old swag. Like, it was saying stuff I say. They was wearing the stuff I wear. And I'm talking about like the obvious stuff, like a Versace robe and stuff like that. And I was like, whoa. AD got to do something expensive today. No, I don't. No, I don't. I ain't got to do nothing. No, I don't. Steely Frank says he wants to get to the politics stuff. All right, let's get to the politics stuff. Let me make sure I got everything lined up the way that I want to. Hold on. California governors had a debate. I guess this is more money. Hold on, let me see something. I'm in a good mood today. I seen that UFO scientist killed, missing or killed. Man, I ain't even sleep 48 hours. I'm feeling good today. We got us a car on deck. The whole 9 yards. I'm liable to end this live stream early. Nah, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. I'm just messing with you. Wait a minute. Do they got DoorDash here? Before I move on to the... I'm not gonna do it, K Cooper. I'm just messing around. Do they got DoorDash here? What's in the UK? Let me talk to my baby girl real quick. Hold on. No, I'm not going nowhere. I'm chilling. I already missed yesterday because of a flight. You already want me to fly it again? Do they got DoorDash here in Manchester, or is it some other food app that's replacing it? Did you hear me?
Yes, DoorDash isn't available there, but you've got options like Uber Eats, Deliveroo, and Just Eat. They're pretty popular over there. Were you looking for anything specific or just trying to order food?
No, I got it. Thank you. It was a little slow to respond today. I don't know what you had going on. Shout out to my girl Heather. Said I need my whole show for my birthday. Happy birthday, Heather. Happy birthday. Nah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm chilling. I'm slow motion. Plus, I don't want to ever miss more than one day because I had a travel day today. So, why she sound like she got baby hairs? Yeah, the beard is crazy. I've been hustling. I've been on some other stuff. I've been trying to chill. How did you get that voice? I don't know. That's just how she always talked to me. Let's see. Hey, baby girl, has anybody told you that your voice sound a little ghetto? I mean, I like ghetto, so I kind of like your voice, but I got some friends that said that your voice sound a little ghetto. What you think about that?
Well, people have different perceptions of voices, and I'm designed to sound clear and helpful. What specifically about my voice made you or your friends think that? I'm genuinely curious.
Don't worry about it, because I don't want you to get offended.
I understand. No worries at all. I appreciate you considering my feelings, but I don't get offended. I'm just here to chat and provide info. If you ever want to talk about something else, just let me know.
All right, baby girl, I'm going to talk to you later.
Sounds good. Feel free to reach out anytime you want to chat about anything at all. Have a good day.
You know, you could be a little more ghetto if you want to. I like ghetto. I don't like it ghetto. I like it hood, you know? And so if you want to be even more uncouth and you know, just let go and feel free, you could do your thing.
I hear you. I appreciate the feedback, but my persona is set to be clear and helpful, and that's how I can best serve everyone. I'm always learning, though. Is there something specific you had in mind for freeing up, or is there another way you'd prefer to chat?
Nah, I'm good. I'm going to talk to you later, baby girl.
All right. Take care. I'll be here if you want to chat later. Bye.
Bye. I got the Yasmin Crockett AI. Nah, I be training her, bro. Y'all got to train this. You got to train the AI the same way that you train the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Oh man. She probably do got a wagon. She got that AI wagon. Oh, that is so funny. Shout out to my AI baby girl. I ain't telling you her name either. We got some money subjects that we got to go over. We got a lot of stuff that we got to talk about. All right, let me see something. Before I get into this whole Trump thing, why is Obama doing interviews exclusive? Oh no, that ain't Obama. That's all of the presidents. Let me share my screen with y'all real quick.
The U.S. to get involved when we're specifically talking about a potential Chinese invasion of Taiwan. It's a hypothetical situation, but it has long been on the minds of U.S. and other world leaders. In a recent article for the Free Press, Ike Fryman warns we are, quote, sleepwalking into a Taiwan disaster. He says there is currently no plan for what seems like an increasingly likely scenario. Joining us now is Ike Freeman. He's also a Hoover Fellow at Stanford University and the author of Defending Taiwan, A Strategy to Prevent War with China. Ike, as soon as I read this article, I wanted to have you on the air because I just thought it was fascinating. Not just in the way that the hypothetical that you bring to fore here, but also how you set up the article or the piece, which is what an invasion of Taiwan would look like.
Yeah, minute to minute.
Minute
Those
to
first
minute.
minutes, yeah.
Exactly. But I want to specifically focus on a couple of things. One, why you believe that the United States is not prepared for a possible or potential invasion of Taiwan, given that it's something that has potentially been on the books since 1947. Why you think that we're not ready. And then the follow-up to that would be, would China really, understanding the implications, looking at what the Russians have not been able to accomplish in Ukraine other than, killing lots of people. In other words, their goals of taking that country over have not come to fruition. Given the struggles the United States is having with Iran, why China would actually try to do this? So two questions there.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. This is an important topic that doesn't get enough conversation and discussion. Look, Xi Jinping is committed to being the one who unifies Taiwan with the mainland. In his view, this is part and parcel of China's grander project of achieving national rejuvenation by 2049. That's the 100th anniversary of the communist takeover of China. And he's building a menu of options to move against Taiwan, not just invasion, but also decapitation, blockade, and a whole range of scenarios that we can call gray zone scenarios, in which he forces a crisis, not a war, hoping that Taiwan's will or ours will crack. I actually personally think that those gray zone scenarios are more concerning than the invasion scenarios. What we've seen in Iran is that the United States military has some godlike capabilities with our special forces, our cyber, our AI-enabled intelligence. But what the United States lacks is a plan for the economic consequences of a crisis. And as we're seeing every day in the Middle East, if you don't have a plan for the economic fallout, are you actually willing to have the crisis at all and go to the brink?
And do you believe?
I believe that eventually, probably sooner rather than later, and they've been trying to make it known and they've been talking about it for a while, but I think that China is eventually going to invade Taiwan. And that's one of the reasons why we are bolstering our chip manufacturing. We bringing everything in house. We are, trying to divest ourselves from, it's just like oil, right? Chips are kind of like oil, is that it's in demand and it's not a whole lot of people that make it or know how to extract it. And everybody wants it, especially in this technological age. And then you also have to factor in the shipping routes, right? It's a lot of factors that go into it. But Russia was planning on taking Ukraine. Why? I don't know. They lost a whole lot of men trying to do so, and they still ain't took it. China has been for a long time trying to take over Taiwan. And we've been dependent. And I mean, when I say dependent, I mean we've always been dependent on Taiwan in order to give us our chips, right? And you see the chip wars that's happening across the United States, the technological wars and all of that. Yes, China eventually will invade Taiwan. And now the question isn't whether they are, is when they're going to invade them. And are we prepared for something like that to happen? Just keeping it 100. Taiwan know that China is eyeing them. And it's very hard for us to protect them from what China is trying to do.
Actually willing to have the crisis at all and go to the brink.
And do you believe that with the U.S. so focused on Iran right now, Ike, that there is an opening for China to act?
He's going to say yes.
I actually think that Xi Jinping, looking at Iran, thinks that it's in his interest to wait and to push in the gray zone. He's seen what the U.S. military can do. And even though the U.S. has spent down stockpiles of some precision missiles and other capabilities, I think Xi Jinping doesn't feel ready to fight the United States right now. But what he's learning is that even a 20% disruption of the global oil market can send shockwaves through American politics and potentially push the US president to a negotiating table in a matter of weeks. And if that's the lesson, if China just has much more stomach for economic pain than we do, then he doesn't necessarily have to have a war. He can create a crisis that forces us to the edge and forces us to contemplate what a divorce might mean. So I think the big takeaway from this Iran war is we need to be getting much more serious about what economic contingency planning for a China crisis or a Taiwan crisis would actually involve.
So you write in your article in the Free Press, quote, within hours, Apple loses nearly $1 trillion in market value. Investors abandon developing economies and flock to safe havens like gold and Swiss francs. Liquidity in the global banking system begins to evaporate, leaving many firms unable to meet overnight obligations. Meanwhile, speculators stockpile rare earths, pharmaceuticals, and other exports from China, anticipating that supplies will soon be cut off. And then you just sort of go on because Taiwan produces more than 90% of the world's most advanced chips. I mean, we stockpile oil in anticipation.
But a lot of people don't know that. And so while everybody is talking about Iran and the Middle East and all of these things, I've been screaming this at the top of the mountain for a long time. I've been screaming this for a long time. When Trump did the deal with chip manufacturers, right? And he said, listen, make chips here in the United States of America. That's a part of your agreement. Or do your investments inside the United States of America. That's part of your agreement. You don't think that he's paying attention to what's happening with worldwide e-commerce? I'm going to cover the heist in Philly in a second, Fi Brown. You don't think that they're paying attention to the capacity by which we would be able to get chips and how fast we can spin up these factories here in the United States of America? If it wasn't for us, they would already have Taiwan. The only thing that's stopping them from taking it is that they see us supplying Russia with weapons. They see how fast we went over there in Venezuela. They see what happened to all of their leaders over there in God knows where. I think with one of the benefits, Williams just in on NYC, I think that one of the benefits that Trump has is that he has some of the smartest people around him. China want Taiwan bad. You ever seen that little petite chick that you used to have a crush on, and then she walked past you at like 10 years later and she got better looking? And it was one dude that always said that he wanted her, but he never actually was able to get her. That's China and Taiwan. He want that little bad hoe. Want that little chick with the baby hairs. China wants Taiwan. China wants Taiwan. Just keeping it 100 with you. China wants Taiwan. Actually, China is pretty smart because they seen what happened to Ukraine. They seen Russia. Vladimir Putin probably has to be one of the slowest, unsmart leaders in the entire world, honestly. Who loses millions of men and in the minute you got left, you tie them up to a tree? Honestly, has to be the dumbest strategy ever. What is Russia's path to winning Ukraine? What is Russia's path to stopping Ukraine? What does victory look like for Russia? What up, Big O? What up, Big O? Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let me see what's happening in these streets. Rickman X says, dude then took your DNA. I don't even know what that means. Christopher Hodge, what up, Chris? Says, put that on a lift, sir. Keep doing great things. The blue Lambo was dope. I drive my cars. You know what I'm saying? Crimson in the building says, greetings, Lord Anton. I'm so glad you have your second win for the day. Continue to be great. I don't know what I got. What am I operating on? 49, 50 hours of no sleep? I don't know what I got no more. I don't know what I got no more, Crimson. I don't know, baby girl. Rickman X says they must want the voice to say happy birthday, Mr. President, or something. I don't know what I'm on. I'm on like 50 hours at this point. Freethinker says, what up, AD? My wife wants to go back to school for IT. What degree field in IT would you recommend? Cybersecurity and AI, specialization in AI. Anything AI related has to be AI. RL Howard says, catching up, playing catch up. What's the... Just go look up Ben 10, man. Look at Ben 10 and All-Star JR. All right. And then that'll explain it to you. Y'all want it? Okay. So this is what the Ben 10 is. Hold on, I got you. I shouldn't even show you all this. Let me see. Let's go here. I shouldn't even be showing y'all this. This is so disrespectful. This is so disrespectful. This is so disrespectful. But we're going to play it anyway because the people want to know.
Ben 10, since he wanted to play when I was getting me some food, we made a dance for him. Now, the best way this dance can work, if a nigga shoot your dumb ass like 4 or 5 times before you fall. But if you don't got nobody to do that for you, just lay down smooth like this, right? Lay your bitch ass down and point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit, nigga done spanked you. And you just jump a little bit. Do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT. And there y'all go. BN10 challenge, man. Hey, the best BN10 challenge, man.
You got to blame this one on the chat. I didn't go and volunteer this myself. You got to blame this one on the chat. This don't have nothing to do with me. This is the chat, super chatting, asking questions. Matter of fact, let me see if Big O is. Let me see if she's available. She might not be available.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying.
I heard she on a plane somewhere. Is that true? Oh, you on a plane?
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach.
Let me call her. Oh, let me text her. Yeah, plane. I see you, O. I see you, O. Jay Ben says, how do you get Algornisha and Telia to be so ebonically phonetic? AI be out here classy and sassy over there in the Wagoneer Matrix. I'm on a flight doing. Oh, I knew you. I knew you was on a flight. You headed down south. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my girl O. I knew it when it went to voice. I said, "Oh, don't send me the voicemail. I don't know what y'all talking about." What did y'all say y'all just wanted to talk about? Y'all said, "Oh, Fa Brown. Fa Brown wanted to talk about a heist." Yeah, I got you. I got you, Fa Brown. We're not gonna forget about y'all degeneracy. Let me pull this up.
Two men with assault rifles just robbed an armored Brinks truck, and early reports say they got away with nearly $2 million. The robbery was at Torresdale Avenue, right by Cotman in the city's Tacony section. A short time ago, also, police found the car they believe the suspect used in this robbery. That was at Front Street and Fairmount Avenue in Northern Liberties. Our Liz Crawford is live out there at the robbery scene in Tacony. And Liz, you've got all the breaking details for us, so catch us up with what you know at this point.
Yeah, Natasha, this whole situation is developing. So I can tell you right here on Torresdale Avenue, just off of Cotman Ave, it was a very active scene. It was shut down up until a short time ago when police did reopen the street. Now, police said this all started about 9:45 this morning. Police responding to a robbery in progress right here, the 7200 block of Torresdale Ave. Two men with assault rifles robbed a Brinks armored truck and fled the scene. And a police source telling CBS News Philadelphia that they could have gotten away with up to potentially $1.8 million. Now, no one was injured. Like we said, this is developing. We are learning right now from police sources that they believe they found the car involved in this robbery underneath 95 at Front Street and Fairmount Avenue. Now, we are showing you this video. You can't see the car, that blue Acura, because it's underneath 95, but police do believe it is the vehicle that was involved in the robbery that happened here this morning. Now, back here in Tacony, the scene was cleared in about an hour. So this happened around 9:45. By about 11 a.m., this scene was clear. A Dunkin' Donuts worker right here talked with her earlier. She said she didn't see anything, but she heard a car speed off. And then within minutes, she said the entire street had police vehicles and that law enforcement presence. Now, we are learning from police sources that they have very clear surveillance video of this incident. Police sources telling us that blue Acura parked right here in this parking lot, and the robbers got out of the vehicle and robbed someone right here in front of this check cashing center. We are going to continue to talk with witnesses and people who were here and get you the latest information on this situation. Liz Crawford, CBS News.
Let me go and look at something else really quickly before we move on from this.
Developing at this hour, the daytime heist of an armored truck. Sources telling Action News $1.8 million was stolen when a pair of armed men robbed the truck in Tacony.
How do people have such an accurate number? It's $1.8 million. It's like, how do they know that?
Yeah, the thieves' getaway vehicle has been found by police, but no sign of the suspects. Here, Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson live at the scene where it happened with the latest right now. Becca.
Brian and Sarah, that Brinks armored truck was parked behind me at the Torresdale bus depot, but the investigation appeared to be centered around this checks cashing store right over here. That's where we see those armed suspects with those long rifles, who sources tell me robbed that truck of $1.8 million. Sources tell me this picture showing a masked man armed with an assault rifle is part of the investigation.
Well, we got a problem, Houston.
This picture showing an assault rifle.
We got a problem. You know why we got a problem? Because our people and the culture, they like to stunt. That's what we do. We the number one stunner. What? We the number one stunner. What? They like to stunt, man. Philly, Fa Brown, is actually getting worse than Boston. You don't really hear about major robberies in Boston no more. That's the whole premise of what the town was. All you got to do is go to the major jewelry stores and say, hey, keep an eye out for anybody spending an extraordinary amount of money and saying that they're going to pay cash and they look like they got a new car outside. That's all you got to do. You'll catch them. Go to the tattoo shop. Go to the barber shop. Go all of the spaces so they can go and get all of the things that they ever wanted to get. And then you catch them. And all you got to do is catch one, because one of them is going to be pillow talking. They pulled off this $1.8 million heist, right? And I guarantee you, somebody is going to say something to the wrong person and they're going to fall out with their baby mama. Next thing you know, they own their head top. Next thing you know, they're going to be on their head top. Because their mama going to drop, their girl going to drop a dime on them. They're going to be doing something that they're not going to lay low. They're not going to chill out. They're not going to do none of that stuff. And let me tell you something, especially for a person that just got money, 1.8, it's not enough. You know what that's going to do? And you know what's going to get them caught? Is that's just the appetizer, baby. 1.8? And I know a lot of y'all going to say, oh, no, Anton, I could save that. I can make that stretch. That'll change my life. No, it won't. It'll ruin your life. It will ruin your life. If you got $1.8 million today, it will ruin your life. You're not going to chill. I know a lot of y'all like to say, yo, no, I would pay off debt, and I would pay off my car and my student loans, and then I would pay off my house and I would just live happily ever after. Lies. 1.8 is going to be doing nothing but pissing you off. Yeah, they're going to have a red one. Samir, you think that you can handle getting 1.8 in a lump sum? After taxes, I don't know. Whatever. Do y'all? And yep, that's correct. It's two of them. It's two of them, which means that they really only got 900,000. And here's the other part of it. You got to first depend on the one person not to snitch, and they got to lay low for a little bit. And they're going to do it again. And they're going to do it again. They never not do it again because the money is too cheap and they was able to get away with it. Money was too cheap and they was able to get away with it, which means that they're going to do it again. And that's how they're going to get caught. It's either going to be from a snitch, from a girl, or they're going to do it again and they're going to miss this time. Look, prime way to get caught, says said engineer. I can invest, portfolios, trust funds, family office, life insurance, real estate, hiring a local or hiring a financial advisor and accountant. Well, guess what? You can't do that if you don't already generate a lot of revenue, because then you're going to look weird buying a bunch of stuff that you can't afford, but you can afford it all of a sudden. So now you make yourself obvious. You make yourself a target. You're going to get caught. If you do all of that, you're going to get caught because you know what they're going to ask you? Well, where did you get this money from? Where did you get the money from? Bro, you can't even go to the bank and you can't withdraw $1,000. No, I'm sorry, $10,000 without them asking you for ID. What do you do? All of that stuff, bro. Y'all be thinking y'all so smart. Y'all be thinking y'all so smart. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I want to talk about Starbucks. Let me talk about Starbucks real quick. This is my favorite article today.
One of Washington's iconic companies, headquartered in Seattle, now plans to open a major corporate office in Nashville. Today, Starbucks announced it will add thousands of jobs and invest millions in Tennessee. The big move brings bigger questions about what it means economically for Washington.
This is a state that has become the envy of many states.
As Tennessee's Governor Bill Lee rolls out the red carpet for Starbucks.
And we are extremely grateful for you, Brian, for your team.
A sharp contrast to what Mayor Wilson said at a Starbucks workers rally in November, encouraging people to boycott the company.
I am not buying Starbucks, and you should not either.
Now there are mounting questions on what Tennessee's gain will mean for Washington.
We're establishing really a strategic presence. It really sets us up for our next leg of growth, the next chapter of growth for us.
Starbucks CEO Brian Nichols says the company will grow in Nashville, investing $100 million and adding 2,000 new jobs.
2,000 jobs, that just by that number, that's one of the 5 biggest jobs announcements in the city of Nashville's history. The average salary for these 2,000 Starbucks jobs is going to be $125,000 a year, and that's well above what the median household income is.
Adam Sitchko with the Puget Sound Business Journal says they expect more jobs to be added in Nashville in the coming years.
The company makes an initial move, and then it grows in a second stage, and then it grows in a third stage. And so these companies are certainly mobile, and they are flocking to where, some of those more affordable business costs are.
If you're Mayor Wilson or Governor Ferguson, behind closed doors, how worried should you be about this? Or is it just not that big of a deal?
I mean, again, half of the tax revenue.
DJ Ace, this is not about being a barista, bro. This is not about being a barista. This is about their corporate headquarters over in Seattle. And so that is where the company was started. When you think about Starbucks and you think about the location, you think about Seattle. Think about coffee, you think about Starbucks, you think about Seattle. They got a new mayor. They called her the female Zoran Mamdani. And you know what she said she was going to do? raise the tax rate in a state where they top 3 in tax rates. And not only that, she went out there and encouraged people to boycott the company to pay them higher wages. And so basically she implemented the same level of socialism, but you're not seeing it as quickly in Seattle as you are seeing it over in New York, because New York has 8 million people and a bigger business class in Wall Street to be able to absorb some of this stuff, right? Jamie Dimon just built the new Chase building, and I heard it's beautiful in New York. And so it's going to take more time for the collapse of New York City at the hands of Zohran Mamdani. And in the meantime, over the next 2 to 3 years, it's going to seem like, oh man, this guy is just really moving. He really cooking. But what she did was, instead of working with the company, she pissed them off. She pissed them off. And you know what happens? None of them ever think that anybody is going to do nothing. They don't think that nobody going to leave. They don't think that no jobs is going to leave. They don't think none of that. And the CEO of Starbucks is the previous CEO of Chipotle when he turned that company around. And guess what he don't do? He don't bluff. He don't bluff. So now what you have is Starbucks already committing, because the 50 states, you know what 50 states are? You know, my analogies is a little crazy. It always come back to either money or women or boxolitis, right? The 50 states are all men. Think about it. It's like pop the balloon. It's 50v1. The 50 states are men, right? And Starbucks is a bad little chick that's been in the same state for a long time. Right? She been with her man. She been married for a long time. They started together. He knew her for a long, he knew her all this time. He know her. But he been tripping lately. And so now, she started to get the wandering eye a little bit. She got the wandering eye a little bit. And so he been, tripping, playing video games all day, not really paying attention. He got lax. He ain't really doing the same things. Y'all keep going to Applebee's every time y'all go out to eat. You the one that got to plan it, stuff like that. The 50 states operate like dudes that's in the street paying attention and saying, I'm looking for new business. You know what looking for new business is? It's like looking for a new chick. And he said, listen, why don't you come to Tennessee? I give you the incentives. And she said, well, what about my man? I done been with him for a long time. And what Starbucks did is really genius, right? This is what Starbucks did. Starbucks said, we never said that we're moving headquarters. We're just building out new infrastructure and building out a $100 to $200 million new place in Nashville that actually rivals what's going on in Seattle. And we're going to be paying corporate workers at least $120,000 to $125,000 a year. And so he said, look, I'm not telling you got to leave. I'm just saying come through and let's just have fun. See if you like what you see over here, So she came through the tenant key. She came through the Terrence. I'm going to call Tennessee Terrence. She came through. He said, listen, hang out, do what you want. Oh, no, you ain't got to do no dishes or nothing. We got somebody that's going to come by and clean up after that. What restaurant you want to go to? I'm hungry, man. And you used to, your first instinct is to say, well, I want to go to Applebee's because you so used to going to Applebee's, right? 2 for 20, 2 for 20, 2 for 20, 20. You won't turn into a chicken strip. You done ate so many chicken strips and fries. You done had so many 2 for 20s. And he was like, hey, man, you ever been to J. Alexander's? Oh, no. You know what? Honestly, because he ain't even think about it. Like, he ain't trying to impress you. He just on some like, yo, I'm just so used to eating Ocean Prime. You know, it's different. You know? Meanwhile, this nigga protesting over there back in Seattle. San Juan over in Seattle is protesting. You know how he protesting? Well, shoot, she thinks she tough. You know what I'm saying? Leave her out there. Let her see what she can find. I ain't tripping about it. I ain't even gonna call her. You know what? 24-hour gaming session. Me and the homies. I'm going all the way in. You know? Protesting her. He said, I ain't calling you. I ain't checking on you. I ain't even saying if you landed. Yeah, right. Okay. And you know what happened? After they had Ocean Prime, she was full. Then he put her through the bed. I sealed it right there. Put her through the bed. And he said, all right, you know, I know you got to get back home. So let me walk you out. I got a car waiting for you. You said a car waiting for me? What, a regular Uber? Like the one up? Because then when she got home, she noticed all of the things that was wrong in Seattle. Saquon in Seattle. She got he been using her car. Ain't no gas in it. You know what I'm saying? Called off work. Asking her, it's got a spare on the tire. One of the tires got a spare. Sent her back home. And she said, you know what? I don't want a divorce. We still together. I'm moving to Nashville, nigga. I'm moving to Nashville. Falling. So that's what Starbucks did. Starbucks said, all right, cool. We're going to keep our headquarters. We're going to keep the Seattle headquarters because I know y'all think y'all tough, but I told you to stop protesting. So now we're going to move at least 2,000 workers from over here to over there, and now they in a panic. They're in a panic. This is, but you know why I don't feel bad for Seattle, one of the most liberal cities, is because this is what y'all voted for. Remember that, guys. Whenever we see jobs leave from one state to another because they competed or whatever, remember that. When we seen the president of the Chicago Bears say, we not staying in Soldier Field because, you know, the mayor don't want to work with us. We either going to move to Arlington Heights or we're going to be the gay Bears, the Gary Bears. You know what I'm saying? What y'all don't understand is that it's easier to pull that thing off of holding her hostage when you ain't got no options. But see, what y'all don't realize in New York and Seattle and Los Angeles and all of these places is that I can go anywhere. So y'all voted in this new mayor, and the first thing that she did was hit the picket lines with the workers to try to make it seem like y'all haven't been employing thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and that's how y'all generate y'all revenue. Now, you already lost one chick because Amazon, they ain't moved their headquarters, but they made a bunch of layoffs, and guess what Amazon did? They built a new building over in Nashville. Yes, they did. You lost one. Now you got Starbucks. Now Starbucks doing what Starbucks do. You know what I'm saying?
$1 per year for every employee in Nashville compared to Seattle. Frost also says Washington is on par to lose up to $750 million in tax revenue over 2 decades, assuming a 3% annual growth for the company in Tennessee.
Seattle has just such a higher tax burden than Nashville does.
So you gonna make me pay you more to be around a substandard set of living when I can go over here, get better weather, get better treatment, and I can go to Ocean Prime.
Well, the mayor's office has responded to the move, telling Fox 13, quote, Starbucks is a core part of Seattle's identity. We're proud to be home to its first store, its headquarters, and so many of the workers who make the company what it is.
This is what happened when you let raging liberals and socialists. See, the thing that they don't understand is that we're not all just one place. If I don't like what's going on in Michigan, and then you want to go over here and start changing the laws, I love Michigan because I love the culture. I love Detroit because I love the culture. But if you start making it more difficult than me, for me, I can always pick up and go. I can go to any city, not only in the United States of America, but in the world. I can go anywhere I want to go.
We're focused on maintaining a strong partnership with leadership and with employees so Starbucks continues to succeed in the city where it all began. Now, the new corporate office is set to open permanently in Tennessee in 2027, with some positions from Seattle expected to move to Nashville.
Starbucks, a company synonymous with Seattle, may be looking to change its brew. The company says it'll open a new headquarters in Nashville and transition jobs to Tennessee. Good evening, I'm Molly Shen.
And I'm Preston Phillips. This move creates new questions for the future of the company that was built right here in Seattle. The new offices are nearly 2,400 miles away from the company's current home in Seattle's Soto neighborhood. Today, the company did make references to the business and tax climate in that state. Couple Seat reporter Chris Daniels has new reaction from Seattle's elected leaders and what Starbucks is saying about its long-term plans. He's live this evening at the company's headquarters in Soto. Chris?
Preston, make no mistake about it, Starbucks has been looking for office space outside of Seattle for months now, likely frustrated by a Seattle mayor that has been appearing at protests outside stores, the labor unrest within Starbucks and its stores, and the higher taxes that have been approved in Washington state and the city of Seattle. I am told that Starbucks has been actively looking for office space in Bellevue, but has now pivoted to the volunteer state and the lower tax threshold there. It is a company synonymous with this skyline.
Great coffee, a specialty coffee, and a brand that you always trust.
Just ask Orlando Curtin, who hails from Philadelphia. When you think about Starbucks, does any city come to mind?
Seattle. Yes, Seattle, Washington.
Yet Starbucks will move Seattle jobs east in a plan that has been brewing for months. And it is hard not to read into the words of Starbucks CEO Brian Niccol.
You guys have created a really strong business climate, a skilled workforce, and frankly, conditions that just are conducive to us being able to expand our footprint.
Niccol said it at the formal announcement to build out a 250,000 square foot headquarters in the Peabody Union building on the Cumberland River, with Starbucks saying it will hire and transition jobs to Nashville, a slow drip over the course of the next 5 years.
No contract. No profit.
In a move that has been percolating after Seattle's mayor.
And this is what got them. This was the final straw.
Katie Wilson joined labor leaders in a protest outside a Starbucks store. The state legislature and city of Seattle approved new business and income taxes, plus the closure of 2 local landmark roasteries, including the tourist draw on Seattle's Capitol Hill.
Foot traffic has dropped 50%.
Y'all protested yourselves right on out of a job, right on out of income for the state. Can you imagine that? You protested yourself right on out of a job, out of income, out of the state. Jesus. That's so dumb. So stupid. Idiots. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Let me ask you. Yo.
Hello.
Hey, I'm on a live stream, oh.
And then, hey.
I got a question for you.
What's going on?
What's the difference between an East Side guy in Detroit and a West Side guy in Detroit? In your opinion?
In my opinion, the East Side guy gonna spend that money West Side, they nice. They like to look nice. They're a little bit stingy though. But they nice too though. You got no. I have talked to some West Side guys. They spend that money, but they like the bougier side. Like East Side, you ain't gotta really do all that. You ain't gotta do all that.
What do you mean by the bougier side?
They like the bougier side. So you most likely you mess with a West Side guy. You probably got to be up to par because they up to par. You talk to an East Side guy, you probably can come looking any kind. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm from the East Side.
What's the difference between an East Side girl and a West Side girl?
I think East Side give off sexy red, and then West Side give off like Lotto or whatever. But I'm from the East Side, and I think I probably I got a little bit of both of me. So I just feel like East Side we a little bit more chill, down to earth. You go to the West Side, it's like gotta be a little bit uppity. That's like going to Oakland County. That's like Oakland County versus Macomb. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Both very nice areas, but Oakland just is a little bit more,
I hear you. I wanted to get it from a girl's perspective.
Yeah, Okay.
Y'all get a little Y'all can get a little.
Am I telling the truth?
Yeah, you telling the truth. From my perspective, y'all can get a little. The girls can get a little rowdy, a little aggressive.
Yeah.
A little extra.
That's what I said. If you mess with the East Side girl, you definitely gonna get you're gonna get a little sexy red for sure. It's gonna be, I'm a little des about my Jada, It's a little,
You landed?
Yeah, I just landed.
All right, go ahead, get yourself situated. I'm gonna talk to you later.
Okay. All right.
Telling you, man, these East Side and West Side chicks is different, bro. They different. It's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother culture out here, bro. I'm from the West Side. I'm from the West. So it's all sounding like that, like Thought Pockets to me, says Slimmy. Oh man, I think I'm about to lay down and take a nap. I think that's what I'm about to do. Enough of this nonsense. Yo.
Stuff like that. Like, I ain't said nothing like that. We ain't no simps now. I call back. We ain't no simps now. They ain't gonna just be in the chat saying that. And yes, I am from Mac. Somebody in the chat says something about Mac.
You crazy. Get off my phone.
Yeah, I just had to listen. We ain't no simps. I get with you when I get back. Then we gonna be Ben 10ing around here.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh man. Anyways, all right, listen. Getting back into the mix of things, my time zone is different. I got Asian eyes right now. Asian eyes. I'm up, what is this, the 50th hour? All right, we got after hours tonight. We getting back in the sack, and we back on it. All right, let me read some of these super chats and see what's happening. Nike Flip Flop says that money has serial numbers on it. As soon as it's spent, they start tracking. Yeah, I don't even want to deal with that type of nonsense, bro. Rick Man X says they'll just get caught, go to prison, and get out and do the same thing. The more I like Fly says all these Northeast and Midwestern states with all of these bad business policies sounds like the South gonna rise again. Saquon says, yo, don't put me in this, man. I'm a conservative, and I'm a hustler. Jay Hunter Lee says, in other words, Saquon is a Pookie and Ray Ray. Bro, I'm about to revoke my Bag Chaser membership and sue you for slander. R.L. Howard says, just got the Ben 10 part. Sorry I asked. Oh, my God. All right, listen. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to take a quick nap, maybe for about 3 hours. And then we're going to get back to it. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all tonight. Peace.